Hello Curlies, it's Mary. So if you see my previous video, you will know that I did a first impressions review of the new coconut oil eco styler gel, as well as the black castor and flaxseed oil versions. This is going to be my full review and demo of both of these gels, so if you'd like to see how I use these and what I think of them, and of course how I achieved this wash and go style using both gels, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. So first of all, looking at the ingredients for the coconut eco style gel, these are the ingredients listed down. This gel does contain protein, and you'll also notice that coconut oil does appear on the list, but it's quite far down the list, and there is fragrance in, which I mentioned in my last video. Now moving on to the ingredients for the black castor and flaxseed oil version. The vast majority of the ingredients are the same, but in a slightly different order, and you'll also notice that the castor seed oil and linseed or flaxseed seed oil are a lot further up in this list, which indicates that these have a higher proportion in this one than of the coconut oil in the coconut oil version. Now if you look towards the bottom of the label, you'll see it says promotes hair growth, which is something that it does not say on the coconut oil version of this gel. For me personally, it seems like a bit more of marketing than anything else with this claim. Whilst both of these oils are beneficial for hair and for hair growth, we also know that it's not just products but also the way that you look after your hair that contributes to your hair growth overall. So yeah, I would just kind of take that with a pinch of salt. Now if you'd like a bit more detail about the appearance and smell of both of these gels, then you can click the link above just to go to my last video where I give more details on those. But now I will be moving on to the demo. So I'm starting off on hair that had just been washed and deep conditioned and is basically ready for styling. So I started off with the As I Am leave-in conditioner. That's what I decided to put in my hair before applying the gel, and I started off by applying the coconut oil eco styler gel to the right hand side of my head, which is on the left of your screen. So at this point my hair had already been detangled and had some leave-in in it. I just added some extra water to make sure that my hair was really nicely saturated, and then I started adding the gel. Now I do think that it's really important to have your hair quite wet, not necessarily dripping everywhere, but your hair does have to be well saturated with water because both of these gels are thicker than the older versions of the eco styler gels. So you can see just by these clips that I was just using my fingers to essentially rake the gel through my hair, which works really well. I was very happy with the level of definition that the gel gave me. It was pretty easy to go through my hair, and if I look a little surprised, it's just because I don't usually rake gel through my hair like this. So yes, essentially this is my first ever real wash and go on clean hair with gel like this. So essentially when this whole process was done, this is what I was left with. The front is hanging down quite a lot more because these are the looser curls in my hair, and the back of my hair began to dry as I was going through the process. But the process didn't take too long to do, and I just found that this gel worked really well. The smell was quite gentle and not overpowering, and it worked through my hair really easily. So now moving on to the black castor and flaxseed oil side, I basically did the same process on the other side of my head. I did not personally notice any difference in terms of consistency or effectiveness between these two gels. I essentially felt like I was putting the same exact gel on both sides of my head. The only difference that I found was in terms of fragrance. The coconut oil version has a milder fragrance than the black castor and flaxseed oil gel, but apart from those things, they were essentially identical to me. The nice thing about both of these gels is that the fragrance does not linger though, so you will not feel like you're walking around with that smell all the time. It does definitely fade. So these are the results for the black castor and flaxseed oil gel side when my hair was wet, and this is what my hair looked like fully dried. So to begin with, I noticed that the colour of my hair was a lot more apparent with the gel in than with other products that I use. I don't know if it's just because I've used gel when I don't usually do it, or if it's just these gels in particular, but you could definitely see the reddish plum colour in my hair a lot more easily. Now, this was not more apparent on one side than the other. In fact, for me, both sides of my hair seemed pretty much identical. Now, I am aware that on camera the black castor and flaxseed oil side does look a little bit more shiny and defined, but that's actually due to my lighting. But I've checked in more even lighting and the two sides are definitely practically the same on both sides. So I feel that basically the choice is up to you as to what you prefer with regards to fragrance, etc. But for me, I would actually use either one of these gels anytime I want to define my curls to the maximum capacity. They both work really well. They go into the hair really nicely, and they do create a really lovely shine and bring out the colour of my hair. So as in the last video, I will be leaving links below to where you can purchase these online, just in case you cannot find them in person in your local hair shop or beauty supply store. And also in the comments below, I would like to know if you have tried either one of these gels, which one of them is your favorite, and how did you find the experience of using them? Let me know, comment below, and let's get the conversation started. Until next time guys, wishing you health, happiness, and of course beautiful hair. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.